Welcome to Runestone Designs. I'm Bob.
I'm Matt.
And today we're continuing our work on this ultimate all-in-one workbench. The designs for this are from Woodshop Junkie. Go check him out. Everything that he did doesn't work for us, so the things that don't work for us we're modifying. So today one of those things is building a custom fence for this saw and then routing out the guides for this saw. If you haven't seen our last video on flush mounting your table saw, please go check that out. All right, so we're getting ready to build our fence. We're going to be using 1x4s, and this is a 2x2 that we're going to be using to build the fence. And then we have these T-tracks. And right now, Matt's setting up the router table to route the track that this is going to sit in. The tracks are 3/4 by 3/8 of an inch deep, so that's the size of the track that we're going to route out. So we had a little mishap while we were routing the track. The bit came loose from the chuck, and you can see as we were routing it, it kept walking its way deeper and deeper in this track until it just popped through the top. So make sure that you have it checked and rechecked that your bit is secure in the router. So one of the things that we did to test our track, make sure that there wasn't any binding and everything was lined up, is we built a test block to run in this track. We just did this out of a couple 2x4s, and we stuck a T-bolt in to figure out where to mark for the hole, and then took it to the drill press and made a nice straight hole in here for this T to go through. So when you do this, you don't want to leave the lever loose. If this is what you're using, you don't want to leave the lever loose. You don't want it to be tight either. You want it to be kind of snug so it's pulling the T-bolt against the track, and then you can test for any binding. In the track that you've set up. This looks really good. On to the next step. So one little snafu that we ran into is that we didn't have screws that fit into this. The manufacturers of T-track, typically whatever brand you're using, will sell screws along with it if you want. We were going to try to use something like this. This is a Trex screw. But when we tested this, you can see that it's sticking up on the top, and you don't want that. You want it to be as flush as possible. Don't want anything that's going to get in the way of your track catching on those screw heads. So we did have some little wood screws, and these will work just fine for this application, and you can see that does fit really nice in there.
So we're constructing the fence here, and we've used 2 pieces of 2x2s, and the outside of the fences on either side 1x4s. We wanted to keep the 1x4 so we had the height for the fence itself, and we wanted to keep the structure stability and strength. So when we combine it together like this, we're going to also glue and screw these together to make the structure of it so it will stay straight. So how we're going to attach our fence to our T-track is we're going to run a bolt through the center spine of our fence here, through the block, and on either side we're going to have our cam clamps, 2 of them on either side of that, to create the structure and stability of this fence.
Okay, now that we have the pieces of our fence constructed, the fence itself, 2 2x2s make the inside, and 2 1x4s the outside. We've glued and screwed this. We've made our glide block. This is made out of 3 1x4s stacked together and glued overnight. Now it's time to assemble the fence. Okay, now that we got the fence bolted to the glide block, we're going to do exactly what we did with our test piece, and we're going to take the bolt out of our cam clamp. Now we're going to slide the track all the way to the end, insert the cam bolt, and that'll give us the exact position that we need to drill through our glide block. All right, well, that's assembling the fence for the saw. Now let's cut something. If you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe.